Good morning, CCU, and welcome to another exciting episode of the Pre-Praise Report, coming live from our satellite studio. This morning, I'll be speaking with my husband, Brandon Hargrove-Sita, the creator of the Pre-Praise Report. But first, CCU, let's find out what's going on at your church. Don't forget, every Wednesday at 7 p.m., Bishop will be speaking on the signs of the times. Like I say every single week, this is a lesson you guys do not want to miss. You'll leave here every Wednesday learning something new. Also, the senior housing is still accepting new applicants. If you're looking for your new home, sweet home, don't forget to contact the number below. We are also working on the third phase of our residential living. Let's take a quick look.
The CCU Senior Housing offers brand new luxury resort living featuring a beautiful entranceway with a water feature, large common area, kitchen, gym, and game room. If you think the CCU Senior Housing is for you, contact the leasing office today. CCU is also currently building its third phase of residential living, with 60 more units being added onto our current 90-unit section of housing. The new phase is set to be completed as early as mid-2021. Keep an eye out for more information on leasing.
At this time, I'd like to introduce to you guys the creator of the Pre-Praise Report, my husband, Brandon Hargrove-Sita. Good morning. I'm happy to have you. Well, you're always here with us behind the camera.
Usually behind the camera, but contrary to what people may think, I don't necessarily always like being on the camera. But anyway, not really, but we're going to get through it. It's okay. So.
Right. So we're here to kind of like give you guys some insight on how it's been since today is our 10th episode. We're kind of trying to give you guys some insight on some things that we have learned through this journey, because as you guys all know, this is like something new for all of us. This is the first time I ever done this and been in front of the camera for this long. Brandon went to kind of like did this stuff in high school, so he's a pro at this. This is something new for me. So
I'm not but a pro.
Yeah.
It's been new for all of us. Like we were saying, we don't have film and TV degrees and a whole lot of experience doing this on a professional level. Kind of like how we're trying to do it now. So it's definitely shared its challenges. There's been fun times and hard times for everybody involved, because it's not just us that do it. There's a whole team that is behind the scenes that does work and makes sure each episode is done, the best that we can do it. So it's not just us. So shout out to the whole entire CCU media team, the few of us that are there, because even the smallest thing that gets done when we shoot an episode goes a long way and makes a big difference in the long run. So yeah, we just figured we'd just take a minute and just kind of talk to everybody. This being our 10th episode, even though it's only a few episodes in.
That's a big thing for us. 10 episodes.
10 episodes
with 2 kids.
2 kids,
and he works nights and days and
and not
every
even
hour
only me.
day.
Everybody else that works full time and has a life of their own. It can be a lot. So creating a new episode every single week, even though it's only 15 minutes, it can be challenging. And everyone has done a really great job so far of, doing exactly that, just coming up with a new episode every single week. It's been really fun so far, and we love getting the feedback that we've been getting so far. It seems as though a lot of people like the show, which is what we love to hear.
Right.
It really helps us out and motivates us to keep going and coming up with something new every single week. Otherwise,
I think it would be a good idea if maybe you guys can give us some new topic ideas, somebody you think would be a good person to interview or anything like that. That would be a good help for us, because every week it's not a struggle, but we have, a lot of people that we do interview, and we want to be able to get a lot of information out to you guys and a lot of important information to you guys. So if you do know somebody who has important information, who does an important job or anything like that, drop their name.
It could be anything, really anything,
Right.
any topic that
Cooking,
you think of,
anything like that.
at all.
You don't mind. I don't mind talking about anything. So just
Yeah, if you have an idea, we want to get it on the show and help
Mhm.
us, get some more leverage out there. You can post these episodes to Facebook and YouTube as well, outside of service. So individually, the video gets posted as an episode on our YouTube page.
right.
So, any topic that you can think of that you would like to see us do on the show, email us at ccumbcmedia@gmail.com, and, we'll make sure that we can get it on there. And, one part of the staff here on the pre-praise report is finding those episodes,
Right.
reaching out to the guests, scheduling the times, all that back behind the scenes stuff. And that's been Sister Tiny Hayes that's been
Yes.
doing that. She's been doing
Kudos
a
to
great
her
job.
because she's
So-
she's on that every single week,
The-
making sure we have someone here and
Yeah, the beginning, that just the start of the creativity that comes to the show really starts with that position. It really starts with her. And she brings us the new idea and says, hey,
right.
let's do this, and then you'll go and run with it. But it's so fast because, like I said, it's every week. We don't get a whole lot of time. It's just, we have a week in advance to shoot an episode, and then that following week it'll air.
Right.
So, it can prove to be a challenge. So that's why we want your help, and you guys to help us out with some episodes you'd like to see on the show.
We don't want just help with that. Like, we need, if there's anybody out there who would love to be a part of the media ministry, I know you guys might think it looks difficult from, your side, but it's really not that hard. We do all the training here. Brandon is an awesome teacher. I didn't know, like I said, I didn't know anything about any of this before I started doing it, but he teaches you everything, and he is patient when it comes to things like that, because if you're willing to be here and help, we're all here volunteering. Everything that we do is, obviously to uplift the body of Christ and to be used in this church to make everything move smoother. So if you are willing to come and help the media ministry, that will be great. We need members. Like we mentioned in the beginning, we only have, a couple members here, and we need more numbers in that.
A couple of faithful.
A couple faithful members.
Few is enough to get it done.
It is, but it's very difficult.
Hard.
It's very difficult.
It's hard.
You'll see Brandon sometimes running back and forth, or you'll see Mikkel sometimes running back and forth doing 3 or 4 things. You might not know they'll be doing sound, camera, live streaming all at the same time, and that's one person doing that thing. Usually a production has one person doing sound, one person doing camera, but we have these people doing, multiple jobs, which
so
is
the
kind
person
of difficult sometimes.
the person who's mixing sound
Right.
behind the console and the media desk, if you've been to CCU in the church, they're also doing a camera at the same time.
Right.
So they have to, listen for direction. We wear headsets, and the director is in the back room, and they're directing the scenes and telling the cameras where to shoot. And sometimes this person has to do sound and then do a camera at the same exact time. And that's not really fair to that person that has to do double the work. It's already enough that you have to do that, and you're kind of taken away out of service a little bit. But it helps when there are more people. So that's why we are pleading. If there is someone out there who has an interest in maybe joining the ministry, we would love to have you a part of the team.
Yes.
There is so much to do. Like I said, not all of it is technical. Sister Tanya Hayes is a camera operator. She does operate camera every Sunday on the live stream.
She does.
One of the cameras. But she, like I said, she also has that job where she finds the talent and she schedules the appointments for episodes and schedules the time frame for us to come and shoot and brings us to all these new ideas and everything. And that's just letting her creativity shine in that aspect as well. It's not all technical. So
there's a lot of background
there's other things to do that are part of the media team that are not necessarily have to deal with the electronics. So if you're not good at it, but you want to be a part of the team, reach out to us, ccumbcmedia@gmail.com, and the help is greatly greatly appreciate.
Or you can always come to us at the end of service, or comment on the Facebook or YouTube Live, and we'll try to catch your comment one Sunday, and just let us know if you're interested. You know, it's always be greatly appreciated.
So I want to throw you off here.
Okay.
Catch you on the spot. What has been your favorite moment of shooting Pre-Praise Report?
Okay. I think my favorite moment was, I honestly, it was it was the last interview I did with, when we were talking about addiction.
That was with
Sister Samira, yes. I feel like that was a very, very serious topic to talk about, because, like I spoke about before, everyone is home right now, and everyone's trying to figure out ways to cope with COVID and being home with kids and working from home, all doing that same thing, and dealing with not even drug addiction, but alcohol addiction. I feel like that was a very important topic to touch on. And I feel like, for me personally, that was one of the smoothest interviews I had.
Yeah, I think it was easy to talk to her. Some people aren't as easy. Not to dog any that we had. So
all of our guests were awesome. I just a lot of the guests, it was more of them teaching me things. I think with addiction, I could relate more. Not really relate, because I don't have any addictions or anything. I just felt like she was easier to talk to. She was more down to earth, I guess you can say.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Any other points?
Ooh, I don't know. No, I don't have anything else to tell you. I would ask you what the worst part is, but I think we all know what that is.
What?
I couldn't say anything. It's okay.
I think, to me, I think the worst part was me messing up. If you have ever been a person on the show, like, the amount of takes that we have to do to get a perfect one,
I think the amount of times that we have to redo certain things makes the guest, a little more at ease.
Yes.
Because there are some people that have been super nervous, and once they see Bree like having to redo tapes, they're like, oh.
Yeah.
It's a little better.
I'm just as bad. Because
it all seems official.
It does.
Very official. If you haven't been a guest yet, there's studio lights, there's multiple cameras and everything in our main studio where we shoot the Praise Report in the fellowship hall. It's all very official. Teleprompter
it can be
rolling,
kind of intimidating.
and then you sit down and there's lights and the microphone and everything.
And then I open my mouth and then I mess up the first line.
Redo takes, and then the person's like, oh,
yes. So I think that's probably the worst part. But I'm getting a lot better.
Absolutely. Like I said, this is all new for us, and we really do thank you guys for the feedback. We've been hearing really great feedback, and that's another thing, is if you have any comments, questions, concerns, remarks, good or bad, we want to hear all of your feedback. It'll help us make this better. Like I said, this is all completely and totally new for us. Mm-hmm. So by getting your comments and questions and concerns and remarks, like I said, good, bad, or ugly, it doesn't matter. We want to hear from you. So leave them at ccumbcmedia@gmail.com. Shoot us an email. Let us know what you think.
Yes.
10 episodes in so far.
Yes, and it's great. It's great.
100 more to go. Maybe.
No, 100 more to go. Let's put that into the atmosphere.
Yes, absolutely. We would love to do that, and keep doing this for everybody. It's a blast so far. It is a lot of work. But with your help, it could be this.
Yes. So well, I love it now, but we do need more help. But again, CCU, we hope to see you every week here at 8:45 a.m. You guys know you can see us live on Facebook and YouTube. We're going to pass this over to Praise and Worship now, coming live from the sanctuary. And we'll see you all guys here next week. Bye, y'all.